Today on Refined, Seattle's newest music festival hits the mark.
I'm super excited to be here. Me and my friends all came down and we're excited to enjoy music and friends.
If you missed out on Upstream, don't worry. We're going to show you everything from the homecoming of a music legend.
Has great stories about Count Basie and Ray Charles and Frank Sinatra, and the list goes on and on and on, and he peppers that with, real life wisdom.
To a local kid turned international superstar.
What is your drink of choice on a night out?
Oh man, just whatever gets the job done.
Seattle Refined starts now.
Hey everybody, welcome to Seattle Refined. I'm Gard Swanson. Here in Pioneer Square, where they came, they saw, they rocked it. I'm speaking, of course, of the first annual Upstream Music Festival and Summit, which wrapped up here over the weekend.
325 artists from a myriad of musical genres played at more than 25 different venues across the historic neighborhood. Full disclosure, Seattle Refined and Como are community partners of Upstream. We even had our own Seattle Refined stage. How cool is that? Our sponsors put on such an amazing cultural event. Today on Refined, we want to show you everything. But let's start with the music.
It's a really awesome event, really cool vibes, and we're having a lot of fun.
Not even a little liquid Seattle sunshine could keep music lovers away from Pioneer Square and the first ever Upstream Music Festival.
I was really curious just to see what, just the idea of all these bands in the area coming together and then just promoting that sense of community and just music and arts and just having an outlet for that. Yeah, I just was curious. And also my boyfriend invited me, so.
I'm super excited to be here. Me and my friends all came down and we're excited to enjoy music and friends, and yeah, we're really excited.
The three-day celebration of Northwest culture attracted a crowd as eclectic as its lineup, with the young and the not-so-young popping into venues to check out a lot of bands they'd probably never heard of before.
There's a lot of things happening. I'll say I am more personally focused on the electronic music side of things.
I'm excited to see Shabazz Palaces. I'm excited to see Boyfriends. James Apollo is about to start.
We're also really excited for Beat Connection.
And we have hip-hop artists and metal artists and rock artists and pop artists and everything under the sun. And we hope that people come out to see bands like Dinosaur Jr. and while they're here, discover some new favorite bands out and about in Pioneer Square.
It's like a festival I haven't experienced before because it's in these grand spaces, and in Pioneer Square, in which a lot of people are unfamiliar with the venues, but then they're very intimate, special, unique experiences that you couldn't have at other festivals.
You've probably gathered by now, Upstream isn't your father's music festival. For starters, it was all about the app.
Oh man, there's so many things. I just downloaded the app, so there's a lot, and that's pretty cool.
The Upstream app provided a digital roadmap, allowing music lovers to build a custom schedule of events so no one missed a thing.
It is a tech city, so to be able to have an app for this brand new festival is pretty amazing.
And get this, the app also lets people tip their favorite performers through their phone.
Yeah, I'm excited about the tip jar. I was like, I need to use this all the time. So it's awesome to be like, this is a digital thing.
Another thing that sets Upstream apart, many of the stages were curated by local artists for local artists.
And then I have some up and coming artists that are from Seattle that are here. Chocolate Chuck, Paris Alexa, Javon, and then myself. I got to book myself for a showcase too.
Performer and curator Sassy Black says the festival is an important opportunity for unknown performers to see and be seen.
And it's the first year of it, so it's very raw in the sense that, you can actually go and talk to a Quincy Jones, where at another festival, at one of these larger festivals, you're just not going to have the opportunity.
Even before the dust had settled and the last guitar chord was strummed, performers and organizers were already talking about the future.
I'm excited to see how it grows, and I'm excited to be involved in its growth as well.
We're really looking forward to next year. I think that we've learned a lot. It's always challenging to put on a first-year festival, and we took the biggest one we could find and put it on, so it made it even more challenging. But we're excited for next year, and we're just going to get better from here, and we're excited that this is something that the city of Seattle can call its own for years and years to come, hopefully.
One of the biggest acts to play Upstream's main stage this year is Jay Park. The Edmonds, Washington native and K-pop star is quickly gaining popularity here in the States, but in Asia, he is a bona fide superstar. We're talking Justin Bieber, Rihanna status.
In fact, when we told Refined viewers we scored an interview with him, our Twitter had a meltdown. And no one was more excited than Refined managing editor Britt Thorson, who got the chance to sit down with this red-hot local boy made good.
You may not know him yet, but Jay Park is already one of the biggest music acts to ever come out of the Seattle area. While his fan base in the U.S. is getting bigger, overseas in South Korea, Jay Park is a superstar with chart-topping singles, hit TV shows and movies, and sold-out stadium concerts. If Michael Jackson is the king of pop, Jay Park just might be the king of K-pop, the musical genre that's made him an idol to millions.
Welcome back to Seattle. How long has it been since you've been back?
I was just here recently. I was here, I think from February to March.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so
what's it like, tell me, like walking around the streets of Seattle versus walking around the streets back home in Korea?
Well, of course, in Korea, you know, I'm a little bit more well known.
Yeah.
So, you know, a lot of more people asking for pictures,
Yeah.
you know, autographs. As we're here, it's more, you know, just maybe like 1 out of 100,
Yeah.
you know, that would maybe recognize me and ask for a picture or, you know, whatever. So I mean, it's much more free in Seattle, I guess.
What's one of the things you miss the most about home, or whatever you call Seattle, Edmonds area when you're
Yeah.
away?
I mean, it's just the people, you know, my friends, my family, the nice air, because, you know, the Seoul air is very polluted. So just this air, I think Seattle summers are just the best, really. Like the sky looks like it's like computer, you know, graphic, like it looks like it's so clear, it looks like it's CG. So
I completely agree.
yeah, right.
Tell me what it was like kind of growing up in the Seattle area, and how, if at all, that influenced your music.
I mean, definitely, you know, just I think everyone that, you know, just they kind of mold into their environment and the people around them, you know. And so, of course, you know, all my friends and all my environment definitely, you know, not saying that I'm from the streets or whatever, but, you know, it definitely turned me, not just in my music, but it just definitely turned me into the man I am today, for sure. And Seattle music-wise, I've been tapping in a lot more into Seattle music recently. Then, because before, you know, I just hear stuff on the radio, see what's on like MTV and whatnot. But now that I am a artist, I wanted to come back and tap into this scene out here, because they have a lot of dope, very talented artists out here.
What other artists inspire you?
Just everything inspires me. I listen to a lot of different genres of music, to, you know, like, you know, people who are popping today, like Migos, Lil Uzi Vert, to, you know, like Motown, like Marvin Gaye, to Michael Jackson, to Brian McKnight. So I listen to a wide variety of music. So just everything inspires me. I always try not to put myself in a box. So I always have infinite room to grow, basically.
We put out a tweet asking for questions,
Yeah.
and oh my gosh, did we not know what we were getting ourselves into in terms of questions your fans have
Yeah.
for you. So we brought some along, if you don't mind me asking
Yeah,
you.
no problem.
Any tips on jet lag? You probably do that trip multiple
Oh
times.
my gosh. Usually, the first night I get in, I drink a lot of liquor, and so you just pass out. It doesn't matter what time of day, you just pass out.
Is that a tip or a warning?
Both. I mean, you don't feel good the next day, but you definitely sleep. So, you know, I do that sometimes.
Do you feel more American or Korean?
I mean, I feel half and half, because I lived 18 years here, and I've been living about 10, like now 11 years over there. So, you know, it's like half and half.
What is your drink of choice on a night out?
Oh man, just whatever gets the job done.
How about 3 words to describe yourself?
Myself, short Asian guy.
Okay, that works.
Right?
Yeah. What is the best thing to happen to you this year so far?
This year, I mean, definitely the new label. because I already have another label. It's called AOMG. Very, and we started that about 3 years ago, and so that's very established now, and so it can run without me, doing too much, and so that's why I took this opportunity and this chance to, make a new label and kind of have the target be more global, more worldwide, because it has Asian artists and it has American artists, and it's much more fulfilling because it's people from my hometown. So,
what are some characteristics that you look for in a woman?
In a woman?
Yeah, that one got a lot of retweets.
Oh wow!
By the way.
I mean, I really like nice smiles. I really like nice teeth. I don't know why. It's just I really like. Yeah, I really like nice teeth. Like, yeah.
What is your favorite food?
I really like Mexican food. So there's a spot I always go to. He's my friend, but I'm not just doing this because he's my friend. But it's a place called Luna Azul, and it's.
And it's here?
Yeah. Oh, it's here. Yeah. And I eat there like maybe when I come back, I eat there maybe 2-3 times a week.
You heard it here first, Luna Azul.
Luna Azul. It's very, very good.
Okay, final question. This is a good one. What do your parents think of your music?
I mean, my music, there's also a wide variety of music. I don't just do one type of music, so a little bit more like provocative lyrics and provocative music videos they're not so appreciative of, but just more the poppy kind of like feel-good stuff they really enjoy. So it just depends on what it is. Yeah.
Well, thank you so much. It was great talking to you and meeting you, and good luck tomorrow.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Coming up on Seattle Refined, he's one of the biggest and most respected names in music.
It was amazing, but then you also just got to be in a space with Quincy Jones.
More on the homecoming that still has fans pinching themselves.
Welcome back to Seattle Refined. I'm Gard Swanson. Today, we're taking a look back at this weekend's mammoth Upstream Music Festival.
From the get-go, our sponsors at Upstream made it clear they wanted the festival to be a place for emerging artists to be seen and heard, and for musicians to be able to learn from each other. Which is why some of the biggest names booked for the festival, like Macklemore and Quincy Jones, were not there to perform. They came to inspire and teach.
Yeah, but it's all about music, though.
It all comes back to that.
Always.
Music legend and Seattle native Quincy Jones set the tone for this year's two-day Upstream Summit with a fascinating conversation about the changing music industry and how he's managed to evolve, adapt, and thrive in a career spanning more than 70 years. These days, he is busier than ever.
So what other business ventures do you have going on right now?
We're doing 10 movies, 6 albums, and 4 Broadway shows.
Jones thrilled the crowd with stories of his many famous friends and collaborators. Everyone from Ray Charles to Frank Sinatra to the king of pop himself, Michael Jackson.
Has great stories about Count Basie and Ray Charles and Frank Sinatra, and the list goes on and on and on, and he peppers that with, real life wisdom and real life knowledge about what it takes to succeed in the music industry.
The Q also gave a shout out to festival founder Paul Allen.
Yeah, Paul Allen, he's the best, man. Yeah. And Paul can play, man. He looks like a tech nerd, but man, he sings and plays like Jimi Hendrix.
It was amazing, but then you also just got to be in a space with Quincy Jones. He was talking to people, taking pictures, signing stuff. Very mellow, very chill. So it was like a very unique opportunity and experience. I don't know how many times people have that.
He's one of those people that you see in a large group setting and you feel like you're the only person in the room. You feel like he's talking directly to you.
Other keynote speakers included Seattle hip-hop superstar Macklemore, composer Ron Jones, and the president of the Portland-based label Kill Rock Stars, Portia Sabin.
The summit is sort of modeled on the way we do it at South by Southwest. They're having 4 keynote speeches, and then they're having breakout sessions all day, so smaller groups of people can get together and discuss the issues together. And I think that's genius, because that's sort of the best part of South by Southwest, is meeting people and discussing the issues.
We had a great turnout, a lot of people thirsty to learn about the music industry. And
I wanted them to kind of focus on things that they have personally felt useful.
In all, more than 7 dozen industry experts help lead breakout discussions on a myriad of topics, ranging from marketing to streaming to globalization to emerging technologies.
Music and technology are so divided in the sense of, you know, they're two different ways of thinking, that it's amazing to be at an event that embraces both.
I had a great conversation here with actually a business manager based in Seattle. He works with like Dave Grohl and Hart and all these, like, just, it was great to have this very candid conversation with someone that like operates with bands in this super high level.
With the success of this year's summit, organizers say next year, the sky's the limit.
I'm excited for next year already. The summit was something I couldn't even think of in my wildest dreams from a success standpoint. There were so many inspired people, and I walked around and I was just beaming. I was glowing. It was so exciting.
Coming up on Seattle Refined, the Upstream Spotlight gives some up-and-comers a chance to shine.
To experience what I'm experiencing now is almost like a dream come true, and to be able to do it from Seattle, Washington is even a bigger privilege and an honor for myself.
We'll meet some of them next.
Welcome back to Refined. I'm Gard Swanson here in Pioneer Square, the site of this weekend's first ever Upstream Music Fest and Summit. While a lot of festivals rely on huge superstars and giant stadiums to attract fans, our sponsors at Upstream were laser focused on finding emerging artists in need of a larger platform. Refined had the privilege of profiling many of these exciting new artists. Here are some of our favorite moments.
One thing we've learned profiling local bands for Upstream is that Seattle has got a lot of very talented musicians playing all kinds of different music. No more trouble. The buzz around Dave B seems to just keep growing.
Every day we kind of wake up to an email like, your song has been added to this playlist on Spotify or something, and it's a playlist that has like hundreds of thousands of followers. It's like, oh my God, it's really cool.
I wonder if you'll ever see me.
We're sisters. I'm Andrew.
I'm Emily. We're all about music.
We're all about music.
I can do anything, I can be free.
So my band's called Chlor Ions. It's been a project of mine since 2008. The reggae beat, the one drop, is pretty much my heartbeat in a lot of ways.
Potapony is a 5-piece rock and roll band. We're from Seattle. We've been here about 10 years. Yeah, we play sort of folky, Northwest rock and roll.
I come from Seattle, man, born and raised, you know. I grew up in kind of like a little poor household, poor situation. So to be where I'm at now and to experience what I'm experiencing now is almost like a dream come true. And to be able to do it from Seattle, Washington is even a bigger privilege and an honor for myself.
With such a rich music scene, Seattle seems ready to become the next big thing in the music industry. That's where a festival like Upstream comes in.
Seattle has always been kind of the redheaded stepchild of LA in terms of the music industry. But I think it's really awesome that Upstream and Paul Allen and Vulcan have really come together to say, hey, we realize there's a problem here, and we're trying to come up with a solution.
Please just let it fall, rain down on my head.
We get like a spotlight, which is really cool. We have like Bumper Shoot and other kind of festivals like Sasquatch that go on in like the state of Washington, but we don't really get one that highlights like the talent that's coming out of here. And that in itself is just really cool to me, to just see when they announce the lineup and I see like, oh my God, I know like so many of these people and I like make music with these people, and to see that is just really dope, to have that kind of spotlight shined on our hometown.
We'll be right back.
Welcome back to Refined. Any way you slice it, this weekend's Upstream Festival was a monumental event for the city. More than just music, more than a conference, Our sponsors at Upstream put together a celebration of Northwest culture.
As we leave you today, here are more of the many exciting sights and sounds of Upstream.